They blitzed her on the very first dribble, forearm in the ribs, jersey yanked, hips squared to funnel her into a forest of elbows. 10 seconds later, another shove, this one off ball, right in front of the ref. No whistle. Message sent. Tonight we test how much punishment a rookie icon can take. Connecticut's plan was simple. Shake Caitlin Clark's nerves before her shooting hand ever warmed. But here's the thing about trying to bully a player who fires from 30 feet. You can't reach that far with elbows. 2 flagrant hacks, 3 logo threes, and 1 17-point avalanche later. The Sun weren't testing Clark's toughness anymore. They were praying the clock would run faster. The first possession told the whole story. Tina Charles hip-checked Aaliyah Boston on a down screen so hard the stanchion rattled. The arena murmured. 5 seconds later, Natasha Howard front-cut Clark, raking an arm across her stomach as she denied the ball. No whistle. Everybody in Gamebridge Fieldhouse felt the temperature spike. The Sun weren't here for a clinic. They were here for a fistfight with a scoreboard attached. Boston struck first blood, loose ball scramble, belly flop save, lead out pass to Howard for a to-coast lay. Connecticut countered with classic Charles footwork, deep seal, left-hand hook, vintage stuff. But the plot truly thickened when Clark executed her first bait and slip. Defender top-locked her, hoping to force the handoff. She faked the curl, popped backward 3 full strides beyond the arc, caught, swish. Fire alarms in the lower bowl could have gone off and nobody would have noticed. The building was already shaking. The duel turned into 2 parallel movies. Charles and Boston traded paint buckets like heavyweights, shoulder bump, baby hook, repeat. Meanwhile, Clark and Kelsey Mitchell sliced the perimeter defenses to ribbons. Mitchell rejected a pick, flipped left-hand glass. Clark yo-yoed a high screen, zipped a one-hand dart to Lexi Hull for a corner splash. Connecticut answered by feeding rookie center Monica Nelson-Ododa on an interior slip. But every Sun success felt labored. Every Fever bucket looked inevitable. End of first. Fever 24, Sun 23. The scoreboard said tight, yet body language screamed storm brewing. Second quarter opened with 2 minutes of rock fight bricks. Then Mitchell cracked it. Shot clock at 2. Step-through floater through 3 bodies. Boston followed with the simplest mid-range in basketball. Fake dribble handoff to Clark, defender jumps, 2-foot hop, 14-footer pure. Connecticut punched back via offensive glass, but their breathing room vanished when Indiana's traps into threes sequence began. Sun tried a high blitz on Clark. 1 crossover later, she was 8 feet behind the line, lacing nylon. Next trip, they doubled sooner. She reversed. Boston hit Howard on an interior dive. Layup. Timeout Connecticut. Out of that timeout? Same trap, new wrinkle. Clark skipped over the top to Dantas for a lay. The rookie wasn't just scoring, she was solving. 2 straight steals capped the run. First swipe. Clark jumps a lazy reversal, bounce feeds Mitchell on the break. Second swipe, anticipates a pocket pass, hits Dantas trailing for a reverse. Crowd howls. Halftime, Indiana 47, Connecticut 39. Momentum no longer simmering, rolling boil. Early third, Clark snakes a pick, rises from mid-lane floater. Wham! Forearm across arms and torso. Ball flings 6 rows. Refs huddle, fans chant. Flagrant 1. On the free throws, Clark doesn't blink. 3 for 3. Next possession out of bounds play. She fires a no-look bullet to Howard under the cup. Connecticut's bench stands, tongues clenched behind teeth. They wanted intimidation. They got ignited. 2 minutes later, different Sun defender tries a high-shoulder body block on a delay switch. Second review, second flagrant. No ejections. Clark spins away, smiling. You could actually see her settle deeper into that icy mental zone shooters enter when contact stops hurting and every rim looks 18 inches wide. Lexi Hull sprints the wing in secondary break. Clark hits her for rhythm 3. Splash. Kelsey Mitchell jabs, retreats behind Boston's inverted screen. Bombs again. Splash. Then comes the highlight. Clark mid-dribble, surveying, spots Natasha Howard slip the baseline. 0 eye contact. Left-hand laser through 2 arms. Dime. Feed hits Howard between numbers. Layup. Sun defenders turn to each other, palms up. How'd she see that? With 0.4% on the period clock, Mitchell rejects another screen, step back at elbow, nails it. Buzzer. Fever 68, Sun 52. 18 turnovers forced, points off miscues plus 14. Connecticut's bench looks like they just watched a hard drive crash. Fourth starts with Sun energy. Sika Coney, shovel assist to Rivers, quick Brown triple, lead slice to 10. Crowd murmurs. Clark calms every seat. High pick, split gap, 17-footer net. Next trip. Handoff on wing, behind the back escape dribble. 28-footer over the very defender muscling her all night. Dagger. Gainbridge detonates. On the inbound, Connecticut forgets Dantas in the corner. She buries her second three of the quarter. Lead back to 16. Doubt dead. Sunburn 2 timeouts in 3 possessions. Nothing sticks. Final 2 minutes, Boston hits a trailing tray. Cunningham carves a bully drive lay. Bench mob chants, "You can't rough her." Horn sounds. 88-71. Clark line. 27 points, 9 dimes, 7 boards, 5 steals, 5 threes, 0 turnovers, post-flagrant. Game ball, ice pack, mic drop. Beyond the box score. What Connecticut learned: logo, gravity breaks schemes, guard at half court or gift 12-0 runs. Physicality fuels her focus. 2 flagrants, 11 points, 3 assists in next 5 minutes. Tempo swings are instant. 1 Clark steal equals guaranteed 2-on-1. Sun coughed 14 fast break points in single quarter. Every team watches this tape tonight. If we rough her up, we better land knockout blows early, because if she pops up smiling, we're cooked. That realization is bigger than any single stat. The rookie target is bulletproof, and fans love it. Ratings spike each shoulder she shrugs off. The W can either market that resilience or keep letting old-school intimidation tactics grab headlines. History says lean into the meteor. Connecticut entered with a blueprint. Hit Clark, crowd Clark, silence Clark. They left with whistle bruises, bruised egos, and an L large enough to echo up the Eastern standings. The league just witnessed how quickly the rookie turns cheap shots into deep shots, and how crowds reward her every time. How many more teams risk that equation? Drop unbreakable in the comments if you saw the same cold-blooded response. Smack subscribe for the next chapter. And remember, the deeper they push, the farther she pulls.